Hey guys, it's Jenny Silver, and today I have a stimulus update for you on September 17th. Before I go any further, please click like, subscribe, and leave me a quick comment down below. Also, when you click subscribe, be sure you click that bell notification button, which is right next to the subscribe button, so that way you'll receive a notification anytime I upload a video. Last stimulus update, you might remember that a couple days ago, the Problem Solvers Caucus, which is a smaller subcommittee in the House of Representatives, they are a 50-member bipartisan Democrats and Republicans committee within the House of Representatives. Well, they had issued a framework, basically a set of suggested policies for a bipartisan stimulus package. Their hopes was that they were to find common ground in this, and it is called the March to Common Ground. Now, I went over each piece of this document in my video that's going to pop up right now, so if you want to see all the documentation on it, go for it. It included unemployment assistance, including a $450 unemployment boost for 8 weeks, followed by an additional up to $600 boost, up to 13 weeks in total for this unemployment boost, followed by an additional second round of an unemployment boost built into this should the pandemic continue. It also included stimulus checks, $1,200 per adult and $500 per child or per dependent adult. And in addition to that, a second round of additional stimulus checks should the pandemic continue. It also included another round of PPP funding, in addition to fixing the Main Street lending program for small businesses, money for state and local aid, schools, testing, tracing, treatment, and many other provisions. So what was the response to this proposal? Keep in mind, this is a framework. This is not a bill. So there's no way that it can be voted on yet. This is a framework presented by the Problem Solvers Caucus in order to find common ground that the two sides can begin to start those renegotiations again. Nancy Pelosi stated that they are committed to staying in the House and not adjourning until a bill is created. The House chairs issued a joint statement on how they did not approve of the proposal. While we appreciate every attempt at providing critical relief to American families, the Problem Solvers Caucus proposal falls short of what is needed to save lives and boost the economy. Over 4 months ago, the House passed the HEROES Act. This critical legislation supports testing, tracing, treatment needed to crush the coronavirus. It honors our heroes on the front lines by preventing devastating state and local layoffs. It provides relief to prevent rising hunger and evictions, and it puts money in the pockets of working families so that we can overcome this crisis. Unfortunately, today's proposal retreats from these critical policies and fails to respond to additional issues that have emerged since May. When it comes to bolstering public health systems, supporting state and local governments, and assisting struggling families, the Problem Solvers proposal leaves too many needs unmet. Now, Nancy Pelosi has stated that the House of Representatives will not adjourn and they will stay in session until a bill has been created. When Donald Trump was asked what his opinion was of the March to Common Ground proposal, he stated, "I like the larger amount. Some of the Republicans disagree, but I think I can convince them to go along with that. I like the larger number. I want to see people get money. It wasn't their fault that this happened." In response to Donald Trump's statement, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer issued a joint statement. "We are encouraged that after months of the Senate Republicans insisting on shortchanging the massive needs of the American people, President Trump is now calling on Republicans to go for the much higher numbers in the next coronavirus relief package." This statement went on to say that they look forward to hearing that Republicans will finally meet us halfway with a bill that is equal to the massive health and economic crisis gripping our nation. The Chief of Staff in the White House, Mark Meadows, has stated that he's very encouraged by the bipartisan proposal. He stated that it was very, very meaningful since it was a serious bipartisan effort to cross deeply entrenched partisan positions. So you guys, the framework that was introduced on the 15th, no, it's not a bill. Yes, there were many lead Democrats in the House who spoke out very strongly against it. So we have the framework released on the 15th. We have several top Democrats who have spoken out against it. However, many are still in favor of it. We have Nancy Pelosi stating that the House is going to remain in session until a bill is created. We have Donald Trump responding that he is in favor of a higher number for stimulus and speaking directly to the Republicans to go along with the high. And we now have Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer stating that they are glad to hear that Donald Trump is advocating for a higher number, and they are anticipating discussing this further with the White House. So it seems as though the next course of action may possibly be the House of Representatives will create a bill. It may or may not include much of what is in this framework. However, this framework has definitely seemed to have a positive impact in terms of issuing a bipartisan statement and having two sides reopening negotiations here. It seems that what may happen perhaps is that instead of the House creating a bill, passing it on to the Senate, it seems that the House is creating a bill, working directly with the White House since they have that word from Donald Trump that he is in favor of advocating for the Republicans to agree on a higher number, getting that approval, and then after it is endorsed, perhaps sending it over to the Senate. That is just speculation based on what each account is stating. So you guys will once again will have to wait to see how things unfold. Okay guys, thank you so much. Please click like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below.